Hey there! Welcome back to Module 5 of 0 to WIX. In this lesson, we will be talking about how to set up a high-converting landing page or coming soon page in 20 minutes with no stress and no overwhelm. While you're building your website behind the scenes, it's important to let your audience know that something awesome is soon coming their way. If you don't know how to create a freebie with Canva with ease and how to create a form in ConvertKit to deliver that freebie, two things we will be talking about during this lesson, make sure to check out the Tech Trainings module. We will be referring to the materials in those trainings in this lesson. Now, we will head over to our WIX account to set up a high-converting landing page that will undoubtedly explode your email list, since it will be a place for your visitors to get future updates once your site is live. So log into your WIX account, click on Manage Site, and then on Edit Site. This will load the WIX editor. Now from the Pages menu up top, click on this drop-down arrow, then click on plus Add Page and select Page. Name your new page as the title of your freebie or as Coming Soon and click Done. Select the three dots next to your page's title. So this over here, click on that. Now from the Pages Info tab, which is the first one, click on that and toggle the Hide From menu option, just this one over here, to On. Now the tabs up top, click on Layouts and select No Header and Footer. You can leave this Permissions tab to No Restrictions, which is the way it comes naturally. Now go to the SEO Google tab and customize the page's title, the description, the URL, and the keywords. So let's do that. Okay, so you will customize this in the way that fits in with your new site. And then click on Done once you have finished making edits. Now, I like working with 3 strips for my landing pages. So to add the first strip, click on plus Add from the left-hand side menu. Scroll down all the way to where it says Strip, which is over here, and drag and drop this classic white option to the top of your page. So we dragged and dropped, and here it is. Perfect. Now, once we click on the strip, we will have this individual toolbar here. So click on Change Strip Background, click on Image, and we will choose one from our image library. Or you can even choose from one of WIX's selected backgrounds. So let me just find the image that I want to include over there. Quite a few options. So I want to include this image over here, and then I will click Change Background. Perfect. Now the second strip I add is a plain white one. So to do so, click on plus Add from the left-hand side menu. You'll see that we'll be in Strip, and drag and drop the same classic white strip so that it is right below the image background that we just added. Perfect. Now for the third and last strip, I will add one of WIX's selected backgrounds. So all you have to do is follow the same process as before. So click on plus add, strip, drag and drop the classic white one so it's below that white one over there. Click on change strip background and select the image of your choosing. I will select the marble surface one. Just this one over here. See, marble surface. Click on that and you will see that the background changes. Now, since it is a bit overpowering, I like changing the opacity of it. So just click on settings from the same change strip background menu and reduce the opacity where it says image opacity to 30%. So double click on where it says 100, type in 30 and press enter. Perfect. Now it's not as overpowering. Now that the background design is ready, it's time to add the content. So in the top strip, I add an emotion and result-driven question in a colored italicized font, as well as a call to action to download the freebie, which even though this is a coming soon page, you need to give an incentive for your visitor to opt in to your email list. And we will make that in all caps, the call to action with the word free or coming soon in bold. So to add the text, click on plus from the left-hand side menu, select text, click on one of the options and customize it to blend in with your branding. So click on page title, double click to edit, and then write, you want to hear more launches. Now we will select this text and we will customize it to fit in with our branding. So let's click on plus and change the color over here to one of the hex code colors from our branding. Click on add. Let's change the font to Railway. And let's make this slightly smaller, so 40 pixels. And italic. Wonderful. Now let's close out of the text settings, resize this so it's only on 2 lines, and drag and drop so it's all the way at the center of the page. Let's also make this centralized. So double click again, click on alignment and make it centralized. Perfect. Now let's add our call to action. So let's click on plus add, text, and add a large heading. Now let's make this, double click to edit, press on caps lock, okay. Now let's make this bold. Change the font to Railway. Make it centralized. Change the color to black. Well, let's not make all of it bold. Let's make join the VIP list in bold instead so it stands out from our page. And let's also make this slightly bigger. Let's change the font size to 45. Perfect. Now we close out of the text settings, resize this by dragging the button so that we make it slightly bigger. And maybe let's only leave it in 3 lines. Drag and drop it so that it's centralized with the page. Perfect. And there we go, you guys. Perfect. So that's what we will do in the first strip. Now in this middle strip over here, this white one that we added, we will add an arrow to draw the visitor's eyes down to the opt-in form. a secondary call to action, and the opt-in form itself. So to add the arrow, click on plus add from the left-hand side menu, select shape, there's over here. Now we will scroll down to find there will be a section that says arrows, find an arrow of your liking, and then we will click on it to add it to the page. And since this color has nothing to do with my current branding, we will change its design to fit in with our brand from the individual toolbar. So let's click on design from its individual toolbar and change the opacity and fill color to this yellow, and also change the border to the same color. Perfect. Close everything, and now let's drag and drop this so that it's right below what we just wrote. Maybe it's a bit too big. Let's make it slightly smaller and make sure that it is centralized with our page. Perfect. Now to add the secondary call to action, click on plus add from the left-hand side menu, select text, and click on one of the options. So let's click on large heading again, and customize the size, the font, and the color to your pleasing. So let's add it over there. Double click to edit. Perfect. We just edited the text. Now let's select everything and edit the text settings. So let's make this font Railway. Let's make it smaller, 35 pixels. Let us centralize the alignment and change the color to black. Perfect. Now let's X out of the text settings, resize this box. Maybe let's make it on only 2 lines, and drag and drop this so that it is centralized on the page. Perfect. Okay, and lastly in this strip, to add your opt-in form, click on plus add from the left-hand side menu, go all the way down to the last option where it says more, and drag and drop this HTML code onto your page. Drag and drop. Perfect. You will see that a gray box will appear. Now click on enter code and paste the code from the ConvertKit form that you created, where it says add your code here. So let's just go into our ConvertKit account where it says raw HTML in the form that you created. Double click on that, copy it, and in the WIX editor, paste that code over here, and then press on update. You will see that the form you created will appear in that gray box. So now let's resize the HTML box so that the form fits well and nothing wrong appears. So we will make this so that it's all in one line. Perfect. And we will centralize that on our page. Perfect. So here you go. Our page is coming together. And if you think, for example, that this here is too big and it's standing out too much, just double click on that and make edits. So let's make this slightly smaller to 40 pixels. Let's double click on this and make this 30 pixels. You see, you can just go changing, or now, oops, it's too small. Double click on it again, change this to 35, and you will be making edits along so that it looks just right and complements your brand. Okay, so lastly, in the bottom strip, this one over here, oh, we have a strip, an extra strip. Let's just leave that. So in this last strip over here, perfect, we will add a social share option that is composed of a question, a social share call to action, and a button. So to add both the question and the social share call to action, click on plus add from the left-hand side menu, select text, and click on one of the options. Let's select small heading and customize it so that it says something along the lines of liked this worksheet, like this freebie, can't wait for our site to launch, something along those lines. So let's say can't wait for our awesome site to launch. Now let's select this and edit it. So let's change the font to Railway again. Centralize it. Make this slightly bigger. And we can leave the color as is. Resize the text box and we will centralize it on the page. Perfect. Now let's also add another piece of text, also the small heading. So plus add text small heading. Double click on it to edit and say click the button below to share this with your friends. Perfect. And now let's select it and edit it. You see, it's just the same process over and over again. You will definitely get the hang of it as you go. So we change the font to Railway. Let's change the size to 25. Centralize it. Make it bold so it stands out. Perfect. Now let's resize this so it's only on one line. And drag and drop so that it's on the center of our page. Perfect. Now, to add the button, click on plus add from the left-hand side menu, select button, and drag and drop one of the options onto the page. So let's select this one over here and drag and drop it over there. You can customize the button's appearance and text from its individual toolbar. So let's click on change text and make this say share it with your friends. But it isn't really standing out, so let's also change the design. Click on design from its individual toolbar, then click on customize design, and there are a number of things you can do here. So let's go ahead and change the fill color and opacity to one of the yellow colors in our brand. I'll X out of the color picker. And also make sure that you change the hover. So the regular is what the button actually looks, and the hover, which is when someone puts the mouse on top, what it will look. So let's change this to maybe the same yellow or another yellow. That one over there. And let's also change the text so that the font is Railway. And let's make this bigger. Let's make this 25 pixels. Or maybe that's too big. Let's make it 20 pixels. Perfect. And bold it. Excellent. Now let's X out of the button design and make this button a bit bigger so that it stands out on the page, and drag and drop it so that it is centralized. Perfect. Now, we need to link this particular page over here, your coming soon page, and add a social share option. So what do we do to do that? So first of all, we need to publish this page. So click on publish up here at the top, right-hand corner, and our site is published. Perfect. Now on the pages menu, so here it says pages coming soon, we will find our page, click on the 3 dots next to the title, and then go all the way down to where it says page SEO. Okay, so scroll down this over here and you will see that there's this blue text that says go to URL. Click on that and we will be taken to the actual launched page. So here we go. So we will double click on the URL, copy it, and good. We will now go to sharelinkgenerator.com, which is this website over here. Paste the URL that we just copied from our live page, and then press create the link. Copy this URL here where it says URL only. Perfect. Now back into our Wix editor, we will close out of this pages menu, click on your button, click on change text, and you see here where it says where does it link to? We'll click on add a link, click on the web address option, and paste that link that we copied from the shared link generator over there. Perfect, and click done. Perfect. Now when this page is live, whenever someone clicks share it with your friends, it will come up with an option to share this page on Facebook. So to do that first, we need to click on publish. Perfect. And that's it, you guys. Now you have a high converting landing page so you can promote your freebie, gain tons of new subscribers, and boost your website's traffic even before it is live. So we just published that page, and make sure that this page you see here, there's no header and no footer so that it does not link to the website that you're creating, so that no one randomly clicks and they're like, oh my God, this page does not exist. You only want your visitors to have access to this coming soon or landing page. And the best part of this is that the same process can be used to set up a welcome mat to drive your site's visitors to, for instance, your webinar or free email course, and even to just put yourself out there and start promoting your online presence. So make sure you now head over to your Wix account and put your coming soon page or your landing page in place right away. Now to make things easier, also make sure to download the How to Create a Landing Page guide below this video. With that said, I'll see you in the next lesson.